Hey guys, welcome back to another how to win video. Today I'm going to be taking Bo into Solo Showdown Eye of the Storm. Now in today's video I want to sort of recover third partying because I actually made a video about third partying and how to third party and avoid third partying like about 3 or 4 months ago, and I thought it would be a pretty important topic to recover since new updates have come out. We've had new maps and we're going to do it in Eye of the Storm with Bo. So without further ado, let's hop right into the first game. Okay, so we're spawning at the bottom of the map and we have a Leon and a Crow just over to our right and left. So we're going to go for the Crow as we do have the vision in these bushes. It's going to be much easier for us to go for him. He did get us poisoned. There's another Crow over here. So this is what I'm going to try and do. You want to avoid these kind of third-partying situations. So I anticipated that from happening, and what I did was I tried to back out of that situation as quick as I could and early on in the fight, because that way if I committed for too long it would have been in a really bad spot and then I would have gotten pinched by both of the Crows, and I don't want that. So now we're going to go for this Crow down here. I can see him with my vision, which is really helpful. I'm actually going to go for these boxes because I know if he's going to creep up on me or not, so I'm pretty confident going for them. I did see a Leon, I believe, over there in those bushes, and there's a Leon right there as well who went straight for that Crow. I do have vision on him, which is pretty helpful, although he may have just used his invisibility, so I'm just going to head all the way over here on the left hand side of the map and just go for this Tara instead, because she's a fight that I can take in comparison to a Leon with invisibility who could use that at any time, and I could deal with that. So overall right there, as you can see, that Leon did go for the Tara instead, which is very helpful for us. Good knowledge as well, because now we don't have to worry about that. We can probably freely attack him if he's going to keep us pinched in this little corner here. So I'm going to try my best to get my super. If I can throw my mines down and also block off an area, it's going to be very useful for us in the long run, as we can use that to our advantage in many different ways. I'm pretty safe right now. I can keep tabs on this Leon here with my vision because I know exactly where he is and when he tries to creep up on me. So he's still right there. Yeah, he's going to just try and run at me. I'm going to throw my mines right here to sort of have some protection, and he's going to run away. So pretty good on our end. We did fight for our ground here in the bottom left corner of the map, which I'm very happy about. I'm also very happy about how we dealt with that third party at the beginning of the game with the 2 Crows, being able to back out of that situation early on because we knew it wouldn't have ended up well for us at all if we decided to stay there. So right now what we're going to do is going to go for this Leon, antagonize him a little bit, see if we can maybe get him to walk over our mines, because that would be very useful. We'll not only get a little bit of damage, but we'll probably get our super back. I did actually see this Rosa is over here, so I'm going to try and chip at her since she has much shorter range than Leon does, and that Leon did just charge my mines once more, so I'm just going to throw them right there on that meteor, and I think this Rosa disconnected. I'm not too sure. She's going to use her super. She's going to walk over my mines as well. I'm going to see if I can maybe get her to walk over the second one, and we are going to get third place there. Pretty unfortunate. I wasn't able to hit my shots on that Rosa, but still a very good game. You get the point on how you're able to avoid third partying, so we could have picked up a second there and maybe gotten those extra 2 trophies, but we played a little bit poorly in the end there, getting chipped by that Leon. So without further ado, let's hop into the second game and see how it goes. Okay, so we're spawning on the left-hand side of the map. We do have some boxes just over here that we are going to go for. There's a Jessie just over there to my right, so I'm just going to try and dodge her shots as best as I can. I'm going to approach her because we do have the vision. We do know where she is. We can see her. And now we're just going to go really close to her, see if we can maybe shotgun her or burst her down. But I do see that Tara's going to head in, so what I'm going to do instead is keep my distance from this fight and try to third party it. So I got the Jessie really weak, and now I'm just going to intercept and see if I can maybe get this Tara who tried to take my kill. And we did manage to get her very weak, but the Jessie didn't go down, so we're going to have to run away from her and play it safer. So we managed to take out that Tara who tried to intercept our fight. That's a very good example of what not to do, is to go in for the kills when you see someone weak, because what happens is the person that leaves the fight like that's able to just clean up super easily. Now Daryl's going to go for the Jessie over there. I'm going to see if I can maybe chip at him. He's going to run into my mines, so we should be able to pick up the kill here. Very good on our end. Very lucky as well that we did put our mines there earlier on in the game, so we were able to take him out. I am just going to be able to almost finish off the Rico. He's really weak, and I do have the vision, so I should be able to see him in these bushes, although he's just going to run all the way over there. My arrows will reach him, so we will be able to take him out very easily and take another power cube to add to our 5 power cube collection. Now, just like I was explaining before with that Jessie and the Tara, that's a very good example of how to third party. So obviously the Jessie went for us, we went for her as well, and then the Tara started to approach, and that's when I said, alright, I'm going to back out of the situation and try to get out of there to make sure that I don't get third partied, but I can be the one third partying. And I managed to pull it off really well on the Tara, take her out, and then the Jessie got pinched by a Daryl, and then we managed to kill the Daryl who went for the Jessie because he was so greedy and tried to go for the kill, and he ended up running into our mines. So overall really good. We're just going to deal with this Rosa now, who seems to be going for us, although this Shelly's very weak, and since she was fighting a Carl, should be able to deal with her pretty easily. Now that she's gone, we're going to see if we can maybe get this Rosa down. She is trying to trip my mines. We still have one left, but we're also getting pinched by a Hog Rider Carl. I'm going to try my best to reposition from this situation. I want to go down to the bottom of the map. I am getting pinched right now. I don't know what's going on with this Carl. I'm trying to take him out since he got super close to me. I'm not sure what he was doing. He didn't take me out earlier. I did get put in a really bad spot there at the end because the Carl managed to reposition really well and get us pinched in between me and the Rosa. But overall, still a very good game. I did like the way how I explained the Jessie Tara situation and the Jessie Daryl situation. So without further ado, let's jump into the third game and see how it goes. Okay, we're spawning in the bottom left corner of the map. Definitely one of the most ideal spawns you can get because all you have to do is grab this power cube and then hide in the corner of the map in these bushes. And then you're off to a very good start in the game. Although I am going to go and try and get some damage off of this Daryl because he is very tempted to grab these 3 boxes in the center, and I do want to get some of my super as well. So he's going to get hit by the meteor. I'm going to do a lot of damage to him and try to get this Colt to fight him, although it looks like the Colt, for whatever reason, is going for me instead. I did manage to take out the Colt there. This Daryl does have his roll, so I want to try to get away. I'm going to throw my mines at my feet to try and back him away, and if he tries to chase us, he's going to have to take a lot of damage. So all in all, pretty risky right there. We did going for the middle, going for the Daryl and our super. We did end up having to use the super, which in the end didn't really pay off. We probably would have been better off staying in the corner of the map. So if I were you, I would recommend you doing that. The only reason why I went for the Daryl was because I wanted to demonstrate and put myself in harder situations so I can show you how to third party or how to not get third partied. And we did a pretty good job of that. We managed to back out of the fight early on before anything escalated too much. And we're now in the corner of the map, back where we started, in a very good spot to continue on with the rest of the game. Alrighty, we do have our mines just over there. We're in the bushes in the corner of the map. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit here for a while and I'll cut back to you guys shortly once something actually begins to happen in this game. Alrighty, so we do have a meteor just spawning right over here, and Anita just took out a Daryl. Our mines are still there, but they'll be in the storm, so they won't really be of any use. I'm going to head towards the middle to see if I can maybe reposition into one of these bushes here and sort of claim that ground instead. Now, there is 2 Daryls in this game, so my best bet is to try and get some super off of one of them. Since he hasn't got super, I feel like I should maybe be able to antagonize him a little bit. Although now that he has super, I'm going to try and get him to pinch this other Daryl with my help, since this Daryl right here is sort of sandwiched in between us two. Although he does have the walls there, so the dumpling Daryl doesn't have the angle that he would need to be able to go for the normal Daryl. We're going to try our best to try and chip at him, because they know if they roll me, the other one will roll in and try to clean up the fight. So if they try to conserve their rolls, then they're probably going to be able to have a better chance at beating me. So I did go down there. There wasn't really much I could really do in that situation against 2 Daryls with, what, double my power cubes. I didn't have my super. They had theirs. They had the upper ground the entire time. So I tried my best there to play it off and try to get higher than a 3rd place. But we will settle for the 6 trophies once again. Very good game. Pretty happy with how we escaped the fights early game and prevented us from losing. So without further ado, let's move to the 4th and final game and see how it goes. Okay, we're spawning in the bottom corner of the map once again. Definitely the ideal spawn. And unlike the last game we just played, what I'm going to do is actually take my own advice, just because I feel like I demonstrated in the last game what you can do if you go towards the center. And instead I'm going to grab these boxes and then hide in the corner of the map and just play it really safe. So I'm going to try and grab the cubes. Wasn't able to grab the 3rd one, unfortunately. The Rosa is going to do a little bit of BMing. So as a result, I'm just going to shoot at her now that she's pretty much made me a little angry and a little bit mad. So I'm going to see if I can antagonize her and get some super instead. So we will be able to get about a little bit over half of our super. And I'm just going to keep chasing this Rosa who stole my power cube right off the start. As a showdown player, I do tend to hold grudges against people who have done things to me at the beginning of the games. And we did manage to force that Rosa from the left-hand side of the map all the way to the right-hand side of the map, just because we were applying that much pressure on that Rosa. And if you do need help with applying pressure, I recently made a video on that, so I'll leave a link in the description below. Feel free to check that one out. But for the meantime, we are here in the bottom left corner, just like the last game, playing it very safe, not needing to move around anywhere. And I'll cut back to you guys shortly when the storm starts to push us out. Okay, so this Daryl did just roll onto a Tara, which is going to make me come out of these bushes and see if I can maybe clean them up. So as you can see, that's one thing you don't want to do, is go for fights that you shouldn't be taking, because you're just going to put yourself in really bad spots for cleaning up. And I managed to 3rd party that really easy and pick up the 1st place victory. And all I did that game was really sit in the corner. Other than pressuring the Rose, I sat in the corner, waited for some event like that to happen, and I just came out of my little hiding spot, went for that Daryl who was really weak, and also the Tara who they end up fighting. So all in all, very good video. I hope you guys did enjoy enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel because I make these how to win style videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you have any further questions, feel free to follow me on Twitch. I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The links are down in the description below. But that'll be it for me today, guys. And as always, keep sweating. You're gonna die. Sorry, mate. Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Hold on a sec. How did I win that game? Wait, what?